Hello everybody, this is Tracy from Tracy's Paper Pastimes. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy you found me. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to me. And so what I have for you today is a tutorial on how I created my Kaleidescope star, and I've had a few requests on a tutorial for this, so I thought I would quickly make a tutorial because it is actually very simple. It looks really difficult. It is not difficult at all. So it folds down into a nice little package, and then when you open it up, this one, and then it just keeps turning. It's kind of like a never-ending card. It just keeps turning, and yeah, it looks very impressive. It's very simple. Okay, and so that is what I'm doing for this tutorial. So if this is something you would be interested in making, stick around and I will show you how it's done. Okay, so what you're going to need for this project are 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. I have chosen to double print mine on each side, and I'm going to try having dark on one side and light on the other. And the paper that I'm using, or the digital that I'm using, is from Wild Rose Bohemian. It is the part of the Sovereign Dreams collection, and I will put a link in the description box below to the papers that I'm using here. So these pieces are just cut off pieces. You really only need 1.5 sheets, and so I cut the one of the sheets of each in half, and I will save these and use them for a different project. But what you're going to do is on the 8.5, or the 8.5 side, you're going to score. So you're going to score the page at 2 3/4 inches, 5.5 inches, 6 3/4, and 8 inches. And then along the 11-inch side, you are going to cut at 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. Okay, and I've done that here with these. So what you're going to end up with is 4 pieces. Okay, and that's what you want. Okay, so when you have all 24, so you need 24 different pieces like this, and so 6 of each print. And so when you have all of those cut out and scored, now you're going to fold them. So before you fold them, just at this small little 1/2 inch section, you're just going to miter the corners. Okay, and then to fold these, you're just going to fold all your score lines. And then so choose what pattern you want on the outside, what pattern you want on the inside. Okay, so they're going to be folded up like this. And then you are just going to glue this flap. So you're going to put glue here on this part. And you're just going to glue this down. Okay, so you want pieces that look like that. Okay, so let me show you one more time with this. So just miter down the edges and then start to fold your score lines. So I fold it up. And down, the tab back up, and you're going to glue this piece. Okay, so when you have all 24 of those together, then we're going to start to assemble this piece. So I will be right back with all of my cut and folded pieces. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces cut and glued, now we have to start assembling this and gluing them together. So the way you're going to start this is the double end here. You want it facing 9 o'clock. Okay, so it's just going to be to the side. And then you're going to put glue down here. This is the whole trick to this working, is how you glue these squares together. Okay, so now this opening end is going to be up. Okay, so I'm going to glue that up. Place it down. Now you need to turn it a quarter turn to the left or counterclockwise. Okay, so now the opening's on the side again. So you're just going to put the glue down. Take your next piece, make sure that the opening is up, and you're going to glue that down. Turn, put the glue down, and you just keep repeating this process for all 24 of your squares. So you put it down, you turn it, and you glue. Okay, so that's all you're going to do. You're going to complete all 24 squares. And so I will go off camera and complete that, come back with all of them glued together, and I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so now that I have everything glued, just double check to make sure everything is glued properly. So basically, when you open the side, all of the images that open up should be the same print. If it's not, then you forgot to turn it somewhere. Okay, so just double check to make sure everything is laid out the way it should be. Okay, and then now we need to put on the magnet closures so when we open it up, these two pieces stick together. Okay, so I use magnets. You could probably always also use Velcro dots or something. I just like magnets. So I've already kind of prepped these. So I cut these down at like probably 2 5/8, I think is what I did for these. And then I'm just going to glue one on the front and one on the back here. Okay, so one on the front, one on the back. Okay, so I'm just going to glue those down. I just use the magnets in the corners so that when you're turning things, it stays shut, like the edges stay shut. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one down here. Now I want to make sure that my magnets match up. Okay, so that's good. So I'm just going to glue the other one on this side here. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to just finish up with a band so that everything kind of stays shut. So I just have a 12 by 12 sheet that this is an 1.5 inches, and I have a little fussy cut here. But basically, this one, I don't really measure for this. I just kind of eyeball it. So I'm just going to fold these in and come back up. Okay, and now that I have all of my folds, now I will just go back with a bone folder and burnish those down to make it a little bit crisper. Okay. cut it right about there. And then, let me see, oh, I've got my little Velcro dots I'll use because they're fast and easy. So I'm just going to put one here. And another guy. And stick it there. Line everything up. Okay. I don't really like where that is. I'm just going to push it over just a little bit. And there we go. Okay, so when you open it up and you turn it out, and that is your Kaleidescope star. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy crafting.